What is up, guys? I am currently studying abroad right now in Hungary, and because so many of my friends have asked me this is a map of NATO, and as you can see, Hungary is in NATO, so no, I am not in any threat of Russian invasion. And speaking of that, I felt that I should come on here and talk about that. Originally, I wasn't going to, simply because I just didn't bring my mic, and then I thought, well, maybe I can still make a video on this, but then the converter, or whatever it's called, it was only working for my phone, and it wouldn't work for my laptop, and then it also wasn't working for my camcorder charger, and initially I also didn't bring that camcorder charger, so I had to get it sent. And it finally came, and I finally got this camera charged up, so now I can actually make a video on this. So yeah, it is a really terrible situation. My great grandmother actually, had to flee Ukraine. Our parents had to flee Ukraine, sorry. So it's just really surreal that it is happening once again. Once again, we Ukrainians are just suffering, and once again, it's because of Russia. Yeah, but I think everything that's been said has been said about that. Luckily, the Ukrainians are actually holding out, but I think in the end, we all know that inevitably Russia will take over all of Ukraine, which is just really tragic. I honestly just do not know what else to say about that has not been said. But I wanted to talk more about how this war is going to affect geopolitics in the future. So far, the Biden administration has made it very clear that they are not putting troops on the ground, which, for obvious reasons, that would just start a war between the two superpowers with the largest amount of nukes. And, that would just cause a complete and utter global disaster. Yeah, so he's made it very clear that he's not putting boots on the ground, which unfortunately does mean that Ukraine is going to be overrun, but it prevents World War III in the long run. But what he has done is done economic sanctions. I do like these economic sanctions because they don't directly target the Russian people, but nonetheless, they still have indirectly hurt the average Russian citizen, which is something unfortunate, but it's what we can do that will not lead to World War III. And speaking of that, it's actually a good thing that we can hurt Russia in this way. But it has a double-edged sword, because there is another country that is much more powerful that wants to invade another small country, and that country is China. And unlike Russia, China is actually very interconnected with us. And I think we saw just with COVID even, they weren't even blockading us. We just couldn't get anything from them at that point, and that really completely hurt us. Even Trump's tiny amount of economic sanctions that he was doing with soybeans, I believe, that completely hurt our economy. Well, it didn't completely hurt our economy, but it definitely sent a very powerful shockwave. And so, if China was to do something in Taiwan, economic sanctions would not work, unfortunately. We are way too interconnected to them. If we try to hurt them, it'll just end up hurting us. But then again, that means that vice versa, they can't really hurt us that much, unless they just decided to stop shipping stuff to us. But I think that would hurt their economy more in the long run. If they do invade Taiwan, and unfortunately, Taiwan is just a much more strategic asset than Ukraine is. Taiwan isn't obviously part of NATO, that's the North Atlantic countries, but it is nonetheless very important to us, even though we don't officially recognize it. There's a lot of, I believe, chip manufacturers that are based in Taiwan, So we definitely have more of a reason to actually get involved there. But yeah, if something were to happen, other than actual war with China, there's really nothing that we could do in the long term. And I think China has seen that, and hopefully they haven't seen it, and they're not going to end up gearing for an invasion. Hopefully they're seeing just how much it's hurt the Russian economy, and Russia just even on an international stage too. But who knows, it might just embolden them. But yeah, luckily Ukraine is still holding out for the most part as of the time of recording this. I was actually in the train station because it's like Erasmus, but for Americans it's called like API. We went to Szeged in Hungary, down in the south by the Serbian and Romanian borders, and in the train station, like, you could see the refugees there. It wasn't too packed, but yeah, you could still like see them. In regards to that, what the average person can do is send aid, and I will be linking some aid sites down below in the description if you want to send stuff. I will admit I haven't sent anything yet, but I definitely will in the future. So yeah, that is the recent update. Studying abroad here, it's definitely very fun. I didn't think I would have to make such a sad video, honestly. I didn't even think I would have to make a video at all. I thought I'd just be gathering some footage from here and then making a giant video. Speaking of that, yeah, a lot of videos, they're going to take a while to upload, but you're definitely going to be in for a treat. Going to a lot of places out here, while I still can. Yeah, also, that most recent video, I just really wanted to come out with a more lighthearted, something that, pokes fun at Russia. It's, even in like the time of war, like, it's great to like just show the incompetency of Russia, and hopefully that incompetency will actually result in some change in that country. But yeah, anyway, enough with this ramble. New actual professional quality videos won't be coming out for a while, probably until June. Hopefully I will have something for you guys. Definitely a giant travelogue special. And yeah, hope you guys subscribe, and hope you guys are staying safe too. See ya. See ya, literally. That means hello and goodbye in Hungarian. So yeah, see ya, or viszontlátásra, to be more formal. Viszlát.